Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time.
Hey friends, welcome back to a fun video. Today we are going to be doing some really yummy cranberry recipes for you. We have been tasting these and trying these over the last few weeks, and we have found our favorites. So we are going to be sharing with you just in time for all the holidays. Maybe not Thanksgiving since it's tomorrow. However, you can make these over the entire holiday season. So we're going to start with some cranberry orange muffins. So we have a breakfast for you. We have an appetizer that we took to our Friendsgiving. That was delicious. It is a cranberry jalapeno cream cheese dip with crackers. And then we have a side for you that is Brussels sprouts, cranberries. It's a Pioneer Woman recipe, but we're also gonna add some feta cheese at the end. We also brought that to Friendsgiving and it was amazing. I substituted fresh cranberries for that recipe. And let's see, and then at the end, we're gonna be making a dessert from my friend Jennifer at A Country Life. She is a cranberry farmer and a friend of mine, and I got this recipe from her newsletter. So if you have not signed up for her newsletter, you should check out her channel. I will link her channel below. All of these recipes will be down below in the description box. So we're gonna start off with the cranberry orange muffins, and I set everything out. Okay, it calls for 2 cups of whole wheat flour, which I only have regular. I made these at my daughter Emma's house. They were a little bit too tart. I think I doubled the cranberries because I thought it would be amazing, and it was just a little too much. So we're gonna do the recipe as follows. Outside of the flour should be whole wheat, but it was really good with just all-purpose flour. So I have 2 cups of flour. I'm adding 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Here's my baking powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Real life over here. I got everything set out so that it would be organized and just right for this video. And then I realized that when I picked it up, swapped my 1/2 teaspoon for a teaspoon. So yes, I am trusting that it is gonna be fine. So I accidentally added a teaspoon of baking soda instead of the 1/2 teaspoon called for. And then I only scooped 2 1/2 teaspoons when I thought I was scooping 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're gonna adjust that. All's gonna be fine. But if you're confused, as I would be confused, follow the recipe below, not the crazy thing I'm doing here. Got it? Okay, so to make up for my boo-boo, we're adding another teaspoon of the baking powder, and then we're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which I've got it right this time, y'all. Definitely don't wanna add more salt. Okay, so we're going to stir the dry ingredients together. So now we're going to, in another bowl, whisk together the egg, which is 1 egg, 1½ cups of orange juice, and 1/4 cup of canola oil. Now we're gonna add this to our dry mixture. It says just until blended, and then we're gonna fold in our cranberries. In go the cranberries. They are so, so pretty. Now we're gonna add these to our muffin cups and bake for 15 minutes until done. And second, we have a great appetizer for you. It is a jalapeno dip. Evan is playing cards in the background. They are fighting each other. Y'all are always so sweet and encourage me to keep Evan in the background making all his noise. Y'all are really sweet. So next up we have a appetizer, a jalapeno cranberry dip that is so good. We took it to our supper club, our Friendsgiving a couple weeks ago, and everybody loved it. I mean, I could have eaten it with a spoon. It is so good and it's so pretty.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill.
Okay, I just chopped up everything for the dip, and I'm gonna use a serrated spoon. Is that how you say it?
A serrated spoon?
What would you
That would
call
be a
it?
knife.
What is this called?
A slotted spoon?
Slotted. I'm editing that out because I'm an editor now.
Or not.
I'm gonna use a slotted spoon so it's not too runny, but I just tasted it with the chip and it is so good. So turn the camera around and tell them what you thought of this dip the other day.
I thought it was really good. Fantastic. Sweet, spicy. It's got
Yeah, I added a little bit
that-
more sugar
that-
this time.
What is the cranberry flavor? Is it bitter? It's not bitter. It's tart. There you go. Tart, sweet, and spicy.
And pretty.
And creamy with that sour cream.
No, this is just
Cream cheese.
whipped cream cheese.
Cream cheese, that's what I meant, not sour cream.
But
So-
it looks very Christmassy with red and green. So this would be a really fun Christmas Eve or Christmas Day hors d'oeuvre. Love it. Done. Okay, for our side dish, I chose a Pioneer Woman's recipe that I'm adapting. It is a Brussels sprouts with cranberries and a balsamic vinaigrette kind of drizzle on top after you bake it. But I am substituting fresh cranberries for the dried cranberries. And then I'm also going to, at the end, for the last 5 minutes, add a little bit of feta cheese and bake that in at the end before I add the balsamic vinaigrette
Christmas
drizzle.
memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh.
Okay, so this is her cranberry bars and cream cheese frosting. This is what we chose for our dessert cranberry recipe. So first you have a half a cup of butter, 1 stick of butter softened, and we're gonna beat these with two eggs. I'm using our duck eggs. They are better for baking, so I've been told. Okay, Coleman is eating the butter package. Coleman. Okay, let me wash my hands.
Coleman.
So with 2 eggs, and we are going to cream these together in my new kitchen space I can't do that where you can see it well, so I'm gonna do it over here. It'll all work out well, but it says cream the butter and sugar and then add the eggs. So apparently I'm doing it in reverse. But now we're gonna blend in 1.5 cups of sugar. That looks better. Okay, and stir well. Add vanilla. It said a teaspoon of vanilla. So we're gonna just eyeball it. Dry ingredients, which is 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and cups of flour. I'm using gluten-free flour, so I can eat it too. There's 1.5. And then I'm just gonna mix in my cranberries and chopped walnuts. So this is about 2 cups of fresh cranberries that I rinsed. It calls for 2 to 3 cups. So it says 1/2 cup of walnuts. I'm just going, oh, I have 1/2 cup right here. Look at me being amazing. Okay. Cranberries are the prettiest fruit in my opinion. Would you agree? Okay, and then we're going to bake this for 40 to 45 minutes or until set. Now this is a thick batter. It said it is like a bar and not a cake.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Okay friends, thanks so much for watching. We hope that this inspires you to try some new cranberry recipes. If you have a favorite cranberry recipe, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. So we hope y'all have a happy holidays, and we will see you real soon in another video.